Alright, so I'm going over the patch notes for the 2.5 PTR. I'm about to give it a try. There's a couple things that stood out to me. This terror zones, I'm assuming that this is the big new feature that they're adding to the game, which is actually pretty cool. Essentially what it is every hour there's going to be, I guess, a moment when a certain area of the world gets terrorized and the monsters get powered up. So it's going to make dropping high treasure class items and leveling up a lot easier. So that's going to be a good thing. I'm interested in seeing what it's exactly going to look like when it happens in game. I'm sure that Oh wow. Okay, that's cool as hell. We're going straight there now. Okay, so that's what the corrupted, or the terrorized. Way to get us demonetized on YouTube with the name. There's going to be some text at the bottom left of the screen, maybe in the middle of the screen. The on-screen text and messaging, special audio cue, in-game text on the auto map. So I'm sure that it's going to be fairly easy to figure out where to go. One thing that I actually didn't realize while I was playing was that the terrorized monsters in one area, eventually while you're still on that floor, it's like they have a timer on them or something, and then they leave. They go to another place and it tells you, like, in the bottom left corner of your screen. So that's what I realized about that. I also would like to play. We're really going to get more of a feel for how much they benefit your leveling up once it's actually like once the patch is out, because it's hard to tell how much they really affect your experience when you're playing solo with the level 99 character on here right now. I might have to hero edit something in, maybe like level 88 or something, and see how it goes from like 88 to 90. So that's cool. I mean, now with this, now essentially cows could drop any item in the game officially. So now we're going to be able to turn certain levels into treasure class 85 or 87 or whatever. We're going to be able to get the maximum drops out of some of these places that were close but not quite there. Like, for instance, Travancore. Travancore is going to be a lot better than it was already for players 1 on Battle.net. Travancore is going to be really good when it's probably going to be hard. They're going to be strong as hell when they get you amp damage and stuff like that. So it seems like aside from that, a lot of the things are quality of life changes. I actually really like this. I could have used this a while ago because I've sold a mercenary or two that had some really crazy stuff. I actually sold a mercenary that had Last Wish on it. Had Last Wish, Fortitude, Crown of Ages with like 2 IAS jewels in it. No, nothing crazy on the jewels, but it was a 2 open socket Crown of Ages with 15 damage reduction. I think like 22 all res or something. It was on the lower end of res, but it was 2 sockets. And he had a Last Wish on a Fortitude, and then I think the other thing was just Voice of Reason or something. But yeah, great quality of life addition. Damage value for the Paladin Thorns are now present on the character menu. I'm wondering if this is actually going to show, like, same way that it shows like chance to hit or chance to block, you know, based off the monster that last hit you, or if it's actually just going to show, I guess it'll show the flat damage, but it's not going to be able to show the percent unless it shows the percent of whatever the last monster that hit you was. This one's pretty cool though. Like Sweet Phil said, Metal Grid is really better than it's ever been, and it's arguably going to be one of the most valuable, if not the most valuable amulets in the game now. It's probably up there with Mara's, maybe even more valuable now. I look forward to seeing how that's valued. But you do have to keep the metal grid. You have to keep the amulet on. If you take off the amulet, I think it unsummons the Iron Golem. So be careful with that. So it doesn't look like we're gonna get something like item stacking just yet. So it definitely seems like majority of this was bug fixes. So to wrap it up, I would say majority of it's bug fixes. The biggest change in it's definitely that metal grid change. Another big change I honestly think is the mercenary change. That's a really good quality of life addition where there's the warning text now. Definitely some bugs that I never experienced that could for sure be some annoying ones that are now fixed, so that's a good thing. So a lot of it I think is just going to maybe make the gameplay a lot smoother. We got another one of these. That's got to be the thumbnail. Or is it this one? Wait, we got two of them.